me to the ER. Doctors checked thyroid again. Heart okay. Told me all I needed was rest, fucking rest. Back in Chicago, saw my own doctor, more blood tests. Endocrine system screened for everything imaginable. Clean, except the slightly off thyroid. Still didn't explain the crash from elite athlete to barely functional human. Left his office again. More questions than answers. Prescription for thyroid meds. Felt worse each day. Trouble getting out of bed. Constipated, achy. More blood work. Decided I had Addison's disease, adrenal burnout. Common in SEALs, they said. Prescribed steroids, DHEA, Arimidex, other shit. Taking his pills only accelerated the decline. Doctors tapped out. Look in their eyes said it all. Crazy hypochondriac. Or dying and we don't know why, fought through it. Best I could. Coworkers knew nothing, continued to show no weakness. Whole life spent hiding insecurities, trauma, locking vulnerabilities behind iron veneer. Now pain so bad couldn't get out of bed, called in sick. Lay there staring at the ceiling. Wondered, is this it? Is this the end? Peering into that abyss. Mind started reeling backward. Days, weeks, years, flipping through old files. Found the highlights, put them on repeat. Grew up beaten, abused, uneducated, rejected. Took ownership, started to change, got obese. Married, divorced, 2 heart surgeries, taught myself to swim. Learned to run on broken legs. Terrified of heights, became a high-altitude skydiver. Water scared the shit out of me, became a technical diver, underwater navigator. Competed in 60-plus ultras, won some, set a pull-up world record. Stuttered as a kid, became the Navy SEAL's most trusted public speaker. Served on the battlefield. Driven to not be defined by abuse, bullying, lack of talent, fears, weaknesses. Became the sum total of obstacles overcome. Told that story to students everywhere, but never stopped long enough to appreciate the tale, appreciate the life I'd built. Always scanning the horizon, what's next, get it done. Brain wasn't wired for appreciation, just work. Piled up rare feats, always hunting the next big thing. Now, lying in bed, body taut, throbbing with pain, had a clear idea what was next. The cemetery. Years of abuse, internal and external, finally shredded my body beyond repair. I was dying, weeks, months searching for a medical cure. But in that moment of catharsis, lying there accepting the end, didn't feel sad, didn't feel cheated. Only 38, yeah, but lived 10 lifetimes. Experienced more hell than most 80-year-olds. Wasn't feeling sorry for myself. Made sense the toll would come due eventually. Reflected on the journey. Wasn't sifting through the cookie jar for fuel this time. Wasn't leveraging assets for a new end. No, I was done fighting, and all I felt, gratitude. I wasn't meant to be this person. Had to fight myself every damn turn. This destroyed body, my biggest trophy, didn't matter if I never ran again, never operated again, lived or died. Acceptance brought deep appreciation. Eyes welled up. Not from fear, from clarity, found it at my lowest point. That kid I always judged so harshly, the liar, the cheat, he did it for acceptance. Broke rules 'cause he lacked tools, ashamed of being dumb. Did it 'cause he needed friends, afraid to tell teachers he couldn't read. Terrified of the special ed stigma, instead of chastising that younger self, understood him for the first time. Lonely journey, missed so much fun. Happiness wasn't my drug of choice. Brain on constant blast, fear, doubt, terror of being nobody, contributing nothing. Judged myself relentlessly, judged everyone else too. Rage, powerful fuel. Used it for years against the world, against my past. Propelled me to the stratosphere, but couldn't always control the blast radius. Scorched people. Didn't swallow my tongue, hide my judgment, let people know. Hurt some, gave others ammo against me. Affected my career. Lying there, fall of 2014. Let all that judgment go. Released myself, released everyone else, haters, doubters, racists, abusers, from guilt, bitterness. Couldn't hate them anymore, appreciated them. They helped create me. As that feeling expanded, my mind finally quieted, fought a war for 38 years. Now at the very end, found peace. Pain unlocks secret doorways in the mind, leads to peak performance, yes, but also leads to beautiful silence. Pushing past perceived capability, mind screams at first. Panic, doubt, self-torture amplified. Persist past that. Pain saturates the mind fully, becomes single-pointed. External world zeroes out, boundaries dissolve. Feel connected to yourself, to all things deep in your soul. That's what I was after all along. Those moments of total connection power came through again deeper this time, reflecting on the whole journey, floated for hours, tranquil space, light, gratitude equal to pain, appreciation matching discomfort. Reverie broke like a fever, smiled, palms over my watery eyes, rubbed my head. Felt the knot at the base of my neck. Bigger than ever, knots above hip flexors too. Grown, could it be that basic? All this suffering, this breakdown, linked to knots, flashed back to Joe Hippensteel. Stretching expert, SEALs brought him in 2010. Undersized college decathlete, Olympic dreams. Built massive lower body strength, but tension led to injuries. Tore hamstring, dream died. Realized he needed flexibility. Started intensive stretching. Found that reaching specific ranges of motion in muscles, joints, made pain vanish, became his own guinea pig, developed protocols, treated his own injuries with stretching, built a rep with elite athletes, came to teach us SEALs, said our problem was muscle overuse without flexibility, traced it back to hell-weak flutter kicks, lying in cold water, estimated 20 hours of intensive stretching needed just to get us back to normal range of motion. When he stretched me, said I was locked up like trying to stretch steel cables. You're gonna need hundreds of hours, he'd said. Didn't pay him any mind then, obsessed with strength power. Believed flexibility meant less speed, less force. Deathbed perspective changes things, pulled myself up, staggered to the mirror, examined the knot on my head, stood tall as I could, looked like I'd shrunk nearly 2 inches. Range of motion worse than ever. What if Joe was right? What if? There it is. That question. My motto, peaceful but never satisfied. Enjoyed the peace of acceptance, yeah, accepted the fucked up world. But didn't mean I was gonna lie down and die without trying to save myself. Didn't mean accepting imperfection, wrongness without fighting for change. Mainstream mind, doctors, drugs, failed me, made me worse. No other cards left. Only one option, try to stretch myself back to health. What if? Started simple, sat on the floor, tried to cross legs Indian style. Hips so tight, knees up by my ears. Lost balance, rolled back. Took all my strength just to get upright again. Held for 10 seconds, maybe 15. Pain too intense. Straightened legs, rested, folded again. Cycled through it for an hour, body slowly started to open. Simple quad stretch next. Standing, grabbed foot. Felt like stretching steel cables, just like Joe said. Held till pain was 7:10. Short break, other side. That stretch released quads, but also the psoas, the fight or flight muscle. My whole life was fight or flight. Toxic stress as a kid, hell weeks, Ranger school, Delta selection, war. Worked that muscle overtime, never loosened it. Grinding, sympathetic nervous system constantly firing. Psoas tightened like a vice. Tilted my pelvis, compressed my spine, wrapped connective tissue tight. Shaved 2 inches off my height. Tried to choke me from the inside out. Joe Hippensteel confirmed it later. Extreme case, muscles so locked, blood couldn't circulate properly. Frozen steak. That's why I was shutting down, wouldn't let go without a fight. Every stretch plunged me into fire. Inflammation, stiffness, slightest movement hurt. Long holds, torture, butterfly stretch, intensified it, stretched 2 hours that first day. Woke sore as hell. Day 2, 6 full hours, same 3 poses over and over. Added sitting on heels, double quad stretch, pure agony, calf stretch 2, started rough each time. Hour or 2, body released just enough for pain to ease, then kept going. Folded into stretches 12 plus hours a day eventually. Woke 6 a.m., stretch till 9. Stretch on off at work desk, phone calls. Lunch hour stretch. Home 5 p.m., stretch till bedtime. Developed a routine, neck, shoulders, hips, psoas, glutes, quads, hamstrings, calves. Bought massage ball for psoas. Propped board against door for calf stretch. Months of continual stretching. Bump on skull started shrinking. Knots around hips too. Overall health, energy improved. Wasn't flexible yet, wasn't fully myself. But off thyroid meds. More I stretched, more I improved. Kept at it, 6 plus hours a day. Weeks, months, years, still fucking doing it. Retired 2015, chief in the Navy. Only man ever